Ooh, it's really sunny today. Welcome back to my channel where we have conversations in slow English so you can learn naturally. You can pick up new vocabulary, new expressions by listening to a native speaker, me. Today, today we are picking the blueberries. So you'll have to follow along with me as I work. So I'm picking the blueberries today. These are blueberries. Can you see blueberries? These are ripe. I have a couple here. This one's not ripe yet. Not ripe. It's not ready to eat. So I'm going to throw that for the chickens. I accidentally picked it. I try to grow as much of our own food as I can, really for two reasons. The first reason is to save money. The food at the grocery store is very expensive, especially the fresh um, organic food. I wanted to say biologique for some reason in French. Sorry. The organic food. Um, you pay a lot more for it. So, as much as I can produce here, the better. And we save money that way. The second reason is that the food nowadays is full of poison. It's not real food. It's scary. And I think we see that people are becoming less healthy. They're becoming sicker. And I think a big reason is because they're eating this food that humans weren't supposed to eat. It's not real food, in my opinion. In fact, the other day I noticed a change to a product that I've bought for years. And I never thought to look at the label again, to look at the ingredients that are written on the package, because I've bought the same product for years and years. And while I was eating it the other day, I decided to read the label, and I noticed that it was full of preservatives and chemicals and other ingredients that I couldn't pronounce. So the more food that I can produce organically here, the more money we save and the healthier we are. Speaking of pronunciation, I was working with a student the other day on improving English pronunciation. And a lot of times we think about how to pronounce specific vowels or how to pronounce specific consonants. But I think we also have to consider how your mouth is shaped when you're speaking a certain language. It seems that different languages are formed from different parts of your mouth. Excuse my rooster. I'm not sure if you can hear him in the background crowing. Um, for example, with Spanish, I find that a lot of the words and the sounds are formed in the front of your mouth. And so you use your lips a lot, and there's more movement to your mouth in general as you form your words. In contrast, in English, a lot of the sounds are formed in your throat and in the backside of your mouth. So when you're speaking, think about the shape of your mouth while you talk and how the language is shaped and how physically your mouth has to be shaped to speak the language. One thing with English is that we don't use our lips a lot. There's not a lot of movement to our mouths, unlike some other languages. In fact, watch this exercise. I can leave my lips almost steady and you can understand me. I can leave my lips, my mouth almost steady, almost not move it at all, and you can understand most of English because the sounds are generated from the middle and farther back in your mouth, unlike other languages. My son is a very good mimic. He's very good at copying other accents. Of course, he's speaking English, but he'll do an Italian accent or a French accent in English. And that's actually a good way to practice your English accent. Don't worry about the English words. Speak in your own language, but try to speak your own language with an English accent. That will help you to learn the rhythm of the language, the shape of the language, and how the words are, are produced. I don't quite have as many blueberries this year as last year. My production is down a little bit. I'm not sure why, but hopefully I will have enough berries to freeze. I like to put some in the freezer to use for baking throughout the year. And I also want to make some jam, some blueberry jam, and I need 4 cups, I think 4 cups of blueberries for the recipe. Tell me below, do you like blueberries? What recipes do you use them in? Or do you just like to eat them fresh? I find that blueberries are really easy to grow. They don't seem to get any diseases, any plant diseases, or any pests, any insects. The biggest pest I have with them are the birds. Some of them get pecked, get bitten by birds, and I have to throw the fruit away. But I figure I have enough to share, so it's okay. Georgia, where I live, is one of the biggest blueberry producers in the country. There are more blueberry farms here than almost any other state. I was listening to a producer, and he was talking about how he uses airplanes to spray the fields of blueberries. It's called crop dusting, to spray his blueberry bushes. And I was surprised that producers were spraying chemicals on the blueberries because I really don't have any problem with pests on them. And now I'm worried about buying blueberries at the store that aren't organic because I'm sure that they're all sprayed with chemicals. I like blueberries, but my favorite fruit is actually raspberries. And unfortunately, we live a little too far south to grow raspberries. I've tried. Look, this one was pecked by a bird. I'll throw it to my chickens. I've tried to grow raspberries here, but I don't have any luck. Our weather is just too hot. What is your favorite fruit? Leave me a comment down below. Thank you for picking blueberries with me today. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.